G'day everybody, and today I've got a delivery. I've ordered myself the Equinox 900. I have got the 800 still, and I'm going to keep the 800 because it's always good to have a backup. What today we're going to do is that we're going to open the 900 and have a little look and just go through of what you get in your box. I've opened this up already. And at first, when you do open it up, you can be a little bit disappointed because I opened it up and the first thing I saw was a 6-inch coil. Thinking, well, where's the 11-inch coil? Isn't it supposed to come? But don't despair, the 11-inch coil is actually underneath this lot under here. And there it is. So it does come with 11-inch coil, and I was really happy. So having 2 coils was an extra bonus actually, because I was not expecting to get 2 coils. I was only expecting to get the 11-inch and not the 6-inch, but you do actually come with 2 coils. So that is a brilliant deal. With the headphones, you've got the standard MyNAD headphones, probably very similar to the 800. They've just made them a little bit more comfy around the ears. They come with 2 leads, a charging lead and a wire lead to go to your control box. So you can still have it wireless or with wire, and I do actually prefer wire. But the most interesting thing that I liked about the reviews on the 900 that I'm still going to look into, that the hand grip is a vibrating. And the good thing about this, especially if you're making videos, the wire of the headphones does get in the way when you're trying to do live digs and put the machine down and record, and then you end up pulling the wires out. With this, I can actually go on, especially on the beaches, where I can do more live digs, and when I find the target, I don't have to have no headphones at all. I can just have the machine, and if I get a target, I can feel the vibration in the handle. So even if it's a little bit windy, I can still know that there's a signal there with the handle. And not having to listen out for the tones, because you can't always hear the sound of the tones when you've got background noise as well. So of course I will be still wearing the headphones. So with the control, and it comes with a carbon pole that makes it even lighter, so that's even better. I had to buy a carbon pole for the 800 separately because it did take a little bit of weight off, and I got them probably about, I think it was about 120 pounds for the carbon pole. So to have that included was brilliant. The pole extends out even better. So if you've got the standard pole on your 800. It is a pain, because when you have to put it in the car, you have to put it in a hole, or you have to keep messing around with the extractions, and those balls sometimes do get stiff, so you end up just throwing it in the back seat. But with this, you've got 2 clips that come out and they pull out. Now you should have a red marker on here, so once you get to that red marker here, then you just bring it down, and that is as far as you want to go, otherwise the pole just comes out. Probably actually good having the poles come out, very easy to clean. So you can run it under cold water, especially being on the beach, to keep it all nice and clean. And you've got another one at the bottom here that the coil attaches to, and again you go to the line, there it is, bring it back a bit and then slip it. Now these are quite sturdy. They are sturdy, and they have got a turning capsule here, so tighten it up or loosen it up to your preference. don't over tighten, because of being carbon you can squash the carbon and you'll just ruin it. So you just want to do it just hand tight, not too tight to put any pressure on it. So we'll put that back down. Very easy to pack away, I should say. And then we come to this end where you've got the armrest attaches to. Again, I was quite impressed with this because they changed this so you didn't have screws going underneath to the armrest. What it does, you've got a little button in there that you press up. I don't know if you can see that. Switches up and back down. So what happens here is that you switch it up and it moves back and forwards like so, and to tighten it up to your measure you put your finger in there and it pushes, and it's quite tight as well. That is not going to move. Again, very standard for the Knox. So a bit flimsy there, but that's not too bad. Feels okay. So what we're going to do now is that I'm going to assemble this together, give it a good charge, and in part 2 we're going to then have both machines running and do an indoor test of the programs and go through the programs. So there'll probably be a part 2, part 3 on the Knox before we actually get out into the field and actually do a field test with them both. So in all, for the price, I think that's pretty good. There's nothing really that I'm disappointed with. The only thing I was a little bit disappointed with is that when I got the 800, when I bought the 800 about 5 years ago, it came with a backup battery box for things like your headphones and to boost up your Equinox. This one doesn't. But saying that, for the price you pay, you do get an extra cord, and I think these were about £175 just to buy on their own. So in all, that is still a really good deal. So if you have any doubts, don't. I think it's a good deal. Until we actually test it, we won't really know. Also, there is another good function on here that I've noticed, is that when you do beach hunting and you want to go when the tide's out but it is too dark to go out, a lot of people wear torches. I've had torches, but sometimes they interfere with the machine and find it very difficult. It actually comes with a backlight as well, so when you're going on the beach you can just turn it on and you can see where you're swimming without knocking your coil into any rocks. So that is a handy tip. So I'm glad they put that on, because we're right next to the beach, and I always also love to get down there on the low tide, but sometimes it's just too dark. And before with the 800 I couldn't really do it. It was just very hard to use, but with this backlight I think that's going to be a big changer for me as well. So I hope you enjoyed the little review on unpacking and just quickly going through what we've got in the box. It does come with a little manual as well, so if you're new to the Knox and you haven't had one before, it does give you some instructions of what you've got on your thing, but we'll go through that when we do part 2 and actually turn the machine on. And it also comes with a screen protector and cloth as well, but you can order more of these online in several different places, so you can always have spares. And so that is it from me. Thank you for joining me. I hope you have a really nice Christmas, and we'll see you in part 2.